This lesson is on surface area to volume ratio. First of all, let's talk about surface area. Surface area, we all know what area is, and so we want the area of the surface. And so we know to find area that we're going to take length and multiply it times width. Surface is going to depend on the structure that you're looking at. For most cells, we kind of use a cube type setting just because plant cells, and we can use it for both plant and animal cell. And so by using a cube, we know that it has 6 sides. And so to do surface area, you would do the length times the width, which is the area, times the number of sides it has. In this case, we're using a cube, so we're going to use 6. We also are looking at volume. We know with volume that we are going to do length times width times height. And so don't forget that in area we square the unit. So this would be centimeters times centimeters. And so we would get centimeters squared. And in volume we have centimeters times centimeters times centimeters. And so we would get centimeters cubed. Now, we're going to put it all together and look at what you would do for a surface area to volume ratio. So let's say that we have a cube, and with our cube, we have sides of 3, 3, and 3. So looking at our sides, we could do the surface area first. Remember, area is length, that's 3, times width, that's 3, times the number of sides, that's 6. So 3 times 3 times 6 is going to give us 54. Then we do the volume. Volume is going to be length, that's 3, times width, that's 3, times height, that's 3. 3 times 3 times 3 is going to give us 27. So we could say that our ratio, our surface area to volume ratio, is going to be 54 to 27. Now I didn't put any units on there just yet, but let's say that your units happen to be something like centimeters. So that means that we have 54 centimeters squared, and in this case we have centimeters cubed. And so looking at this in ratio, I'm really not that worried about the units, and so I'm going to reduce this because I don't really want this that big. I want to know what the smallest ratio would be. We know that 9 goes into both of these, and so if we divide both by 9, we end up with a 6:3 ratio. And then that can be reduced because we can divide both sides by 3. And so we end up with a 2:1 ratio for this particular cell. You could go back into the actual setup up here and you could look. You could mark out the 3 and this 3, and you could see right here that you're going to have a 6:3 ratio. And so with that, you could reduce it down to that 2:1 setup. So again, we mostly use cubes in biology because they kind of represent the plant cell. You could see them done with circles and using that formula, but just for the basic for surface area to volume, we generally use the cube. I hope that this has been beneficial, and thank you for watching.